Inshallah, we are at the end of the month of Ramadan, and the following will follow, that is Eid and Zakah. I want to call our attention to the fact that this Zakah, this particular Zakah, is called Zakatul Fitr, meaning Zakah of breaking the fast, or Zakah for breaking the fast. We have different types of Zakah, from Zakatul Amwal, from which we have Zakatul Dhahab wal Fidda and the others. This is also another type of Zakatul Zakah that we give. It's in regards to the fasting. After fasting, before going to Eid, we give out this Zakah as Muslims. So if we have understood that we have different types of Zakah, and this is also another kind of Zakah, then we will understand the following. So let's continue. Who is Zakah obligatory on to pay? Who is supposed to pay Zakah? Now Zakah, it's compulsory on every Muslim. Every Muslim, hurrana abda kan, whether a free person or a slave, who has the following capability. The capability of you having, I'm now coming to talk about who is to pay Zakah. If you have in your possession on that day of Eid, if you have in your possession, before you go out for Eid, in your possession you have an amount of food, food item, because we pay Zakah with food. The final receiver must receive food. We will come the detail of that. We'll come to the detail of that, inshallah. If you have food in your house, a food item, be it rice, maize, Tom Brown, any kind of food item, wheat, any kind of food item, and that food can, the measurement of that food can go above sa'a. When we say sa'a, we are talking about the mud, 4 mud. When we say mud, we are talking of a normal handful of measurement. When we measure, let's take example, debino, for example, date, for example. If you measure it 4 times with a normal handful, 4 times is going to be 1 sa'a, and 1 sa'a is for 1 person. So if you calculate in your house, if per you, your family, meaning your children and your wife, if you calculate, and there will be at the end of the day, there will be a remaining of the food. Some of the food will remain, and if that food, if it's been measured, it will be up to the sa'a, meaning up to the 4 mud, the 4 handful. Let's take ulunka, for example, to simplify it. Ulunka, for example, I have food in my house, let's say 50 kilo of rice, and if I calculate per that day, if we are going to spend that food for ourselves, if we are going to consume that food, and there is going to be a remainder, it's going to be like a remainder, then Zakah, it's compulsory upon me to give that out before going for the Eid prayers. So this is the one that the Zakah is compulsory on. I hope you understand. Okay, so you, the one that Zakah is compulsory upon you. There are others that you have to take their responsibility, like your wife, your children, and a servant serving under you. Today we don't have slaves anymore. A servant serving under you. If that servant has the capability of giving out Zakah, who has also attained the age or the stage or the capability of giving out Zakah, then that person is also supposed to be on his or her own. But if not, it is compulsory upon you to pay on behalf of that person, including your children who did not even fast, inshallah. So this is the one who is supposed to pay Zakatul Fitr, the one that has the capability of food, after like you've calculated the consumption of the food by yourself and your family, and there will be a remainder which the measurement can get to the sa'a that we just talked about, then Zakah is compulsory upon you. Now let's go to the next stage. When are we supposed to pay Zakah?